So you've done the research and you've decided to start your surrogacy journey. But how do you begin? In this video, we're going to talk about the 3 steps needed to qualify as an intended parent. How do you begin your surrogacy journey, whether you're going to California or Kiev? So just like surrogates need to meet certain requirements and certain criteria in order to qualify to become surrogates, intended parents have to meet a certain number of requirements as well. And they are the same whether you are planning on having a program in North America or in Eastern Europe or wherever. Intended parents typically have to show that they are that they are healthy, that they are fertile, and that they are safe. Now, what do we mean by that? Healthy means that the parents are free from any sort of infections that could cause a problem during the pregnancy or that could put the surrogate's health at risk. And essentially what parents are required to provide is a standard STD screening for the most common infections. Things like HIV, hepatitis B and C, gonorrhea, syphilis, all of the usual suspects. And these are checks that can be done at any local clinic in the parent's area, and they can just go in and get those blood tests done and send those results to the clinic. And assuming that all the results are negative, they would be cleared in order to join the program. Now, the second requirement is not quite so straightforward, right? To prove that you're fertile, for men, it's relatively simple, right? A standard semen analysis can be done at any IVF clinic or any fertility department at a local hospital. And basically what we're looking for is 4% normal morphology, or at least 4% of your sperm cells are normally formed, right? 4% being the WHO baseline for a healthy man. Now, for intended mothers who want to donate their own eggs, the requirements are a little bit more strict, right? There are essentially 2 requirements that have to be met. The first is a screening of fertility hormones, and these would be done on day 2 of the woman's natural cycle. And a variety of hormones would be screened for, but what we're most interested in is the AMH levels. Now, AMH is a fertility hormone that's produced when the body is making healthy eggs. And so the higher the AMH level, the more eggs are likely to be produced by the ovaries. And we're looking for an AMH of at least 1, but hopefully higher than that, 2, 3, 4, 5, the higher the better. Now, the second requirement for the intended mother is an ovarian ultrasound scan. And this is a visible inspection of the ovaries so that we can actually see the eggs and the follicles that are available to be retrieved, right? And this can be done at any time, but this will give us the best indication of how many eggs there are to be retrieved and what kind of success we can expect from the egg retrieval process. Now, the third requirement is that the parents are safe. And for this, what we're looking for is a felony convictions background check that shows that the baby is going to be placed in a home that is secure and free from violence. So all parents are requested to provide some type of background check that shows that there are no felony convictions, no history of violence, no history of sex offenses. And in the US, this can be done relatively simple. There are a lot of online services that will do this in a matter of days, and the cost is probably $40 or $50. And like I said, you can do that without ever leaving your home. If you live overseas, most countries have some process where you can get a felony convictions or a police record check from your local police. Right? And that can often take a couple of weeks, but again, not too difficult. And what we're looking for is evidence that the baby is going to be placed in a home that is free from any sort of violence or abuse. Now, once you've got those 3 criteria met, the parents would qualify for almost any surrogacy program worldwide. Obviously, that is not the end of the process, right? There are additional steps that are going to be required as part of each individual surrogacy program. Some surrogacy programs are going to require the parents meet with their therapist, meet with their lawyers, meet with their embryologist, right? And go through a number of hoops that's part of every individual surrogacy program. But in general, if you can meet those 3 requirements, then you meet the basic requirements to join any surrogacy program, regardless of destination. Now, if you have any questions about the topics that we just talked about, you should go to the surrogacy guide on our website, sensiblesurrogacy.com/surrogacy guide, where we talk about the requirements of intended parents, the requirements of egg donors in great detail. You can also send us an email if there's a question that you didn't find in the guide, and send it to one of our consultants at info@sensiblesurrogacy.com, and we're happy to answer questions from intended parents and basically just provide insights and be a friendly resource. We're also providing more and creating more videos like this one, which you can find here or on our YouTube channel, and I look forward to seeing you in one of those.